Yeah. First of all, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the Akim, teaching his word in sincerity and truth. In the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. And blessings to the 1/3 and the elect of Israel that are predestined to be saved. Now, this lesson today is a topic that a lot of our people are going through, and basically we're going to talk about sickness. All right, sickness and healing, because I'm going to show you today through the Spirit of Yahweh, that's God's name, and Yahweh Shai, his son's name, that the reason why, for example, the North American Indians, who are Israelites from the tribe of Gad, the reason why almost 50% of them have diabetes, that African Americans or Negroes, they have the worst. If it was a table, or a chart, talking about different races and what illnesses and sicknesses they have, what you're going to find out is the Israelites, the blacks that went through slavery, Hispanics and Native American Indians, they top the charts. Even over here in the UK, diabetes, prostate cancer, sickle cell anemia, which I've got, our people are top of all those tables. We have the most infirmities than any other nation on the earth. Now I'm going to show you the reason why we have these infirmities, and also what's the solution as well, according to the Bible. Okay? Now, we all know, and we've got into it before, that we had blessings that were promised to us, and we had curses. And if we didn't keep the laws of God, curses will be put on us. One of them was to go into slavery in ships. Now, this is all in Deuteronomy 28 chapter. All right, but let's get to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 61. So this is one of the curses. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in this book of the law, of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed. So the Lord is saying that every sickness and disease not written in this book shall overtake you. For example, you have leprosy, that's in the scriptures, all right? But sickle cell is not in there. HIV is not in there. Diabetes is not in there. And these are things, illnesses, infirmities that our people suffer from, okay? So that was one of the curses. Now remember, these curses are going to be taken off us when Yahweh Shai, the one you call Jesus Christ, or ignorantly call Jesus Christ, when he comes back, he's going to heal us. He's going to take that away, all right? But we need to prove that the Lord gives you sickness. All right. Now let's go to Exodus 4:11. See, because, and you know what? When I was a Christian going to church, I asked the pastor, "Why is it that I've got sickle cell? Oh, well, it's a genetic condition." Well, you know, I have three sisters. One passed away when she was about 2 years old. But how come I got it and they didn't? You know, was it just luck? No. The Lord gave it to me. I'm going to prove that. All right. So this is Exodus chapter 4, verse 11. And the Lord said unto him, who have made the man's mouth, or who maketh the dumb, or deaf, or the seeing, or blind? Have not I the Lord? See? So if you're born blind, or you not born blind, you're born fine, then 18 years old, you get glaucoma, and then you lose your sight. That's the Lord. The Lord gives us infirmities, all right? Now, sadly, the Christian church, they don't teach you this. But we need to talk about this, because our people need to know why they're suffering. Do you understand? And once you know why you're suffering, then you know the solution. Okay? Our people don't know why these things come upon them. Now let's go to Deuteronomy because there's more scriptures on it. Deuteronomy, I think it's 32 and 20, no, 32 and 39. Okay, let's see. Yep, 32 is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, I make alive. See, the Lord says he kills and makes alive. The Lord isn't in the heavens and someone dies and then the angel taps him on the shoulder. Oh, excuse me, Yahweh, God of Israel, Luke died today. Oh, thanks for letting me know. No, the Lord kills and makes alive. He sanctions life and death and what death you're going to have. All right? I kill and I make alive. So the Lord is in charge of life and death. All right? So it's getting a bit blurry, but I'll read it. Continue. I heal, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So the Lord kills and makes alive. I wound and I heal. So if you've got an infirmity, right, or you had an infirmity and all of a sudden you're healed, that's the Lord's doing. See, we can't take any glory away from the Lord, because the Lord is in charge of everything, all right? You know, your sickness and your health, okay? Now, why do we get sick? Now, see, back in the day when we was in Israel, our people knew the reason why people were sick. I'm going to give you an example. Let's go to John, chapter 9, and verse 2. And this is Yahushua and the disciples. All right. Let me start John chapter 9. Let me start. So let's get ready. And as Jesus, Yahushua, passed by, he saw a man which was blind from birth. So this man was blind from birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents? So this guy is born blind, but they asked him, who sinned, him or his parents? You see that? Who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? All right? And this is what Yahushua said. Okay? Focus a bit. So this is verse 3, John 9, verse 3. And Jesus, Yahushua, answered, neither have this man sinned, nor his parents, but the works of God should be manifest in him. I must work the works of him that sent me. Yahweh, that's who sent him, the Lord. All right? The Lord God of Israel. While it is day, and the night cometh when no man can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. So they asked him, who sinned? See, so back then we knew that if you have sicknesses and infirmities, it's because you have committed sin. All right? And eventually Yahushua healed this guy. All right? And when he had thus spoken, he spat on the ground and made clay of spittle, and he anointed the eyes of the blind man with the clay. And he said unto him, Go wash in the pool of Siloam, which is by interpretation sent. He went his way, therefore, and washed, and came seeing. So basically, the Lord healed this guy. All right. The neighbors were therefore, and they which before had seen him, that he was blind, said, Is not this he that sat and begged? Some said, This is he. Others said, he is like him, but he said, I am he. All right. Therefore he said, they unto him, how were thine eyes opened? He answered and said, a man that is called Jesus, Yahushai, made clay and anointed mine eyes, and said unto me, go to the pool of Salem and wash. It's like it's getting blurry. Sorry, it's like, yeah. Come on. Okay, I'll just read it for you anyway. Yep. Go to the pool in Salem and wash, and I went and washed, and received sight. So the Lord basically healed this guy, and he was blind from birth. But why did they say who sinned, him or his father? See, the disciples at that point, they knew that infirmities and sicknesses was because of sin. All right, but they did not know that you don't inherit sins of your father. All right, so there's no such thing as, oh, my father was wicked, therefore the Lord is going to curse me because of the sins of my father. No. That's what they didn't know. But they knew that infirmities is caused by sin. All right. Now that's very deep for a lot of our people. All right. A lot of them feel that, oh, life is unfair, but the Lord is just in everything he does. Let's give you another example. All right. And this is very important. And I'm not saying this to be on my high horse, because I'm suffering with sickle cell anemia, and I'll be real with you, because the ones that watch these videos, even the ones that don't believe or whatever, I've told you mostly about my situation. My situation is not good. My health is bad. Lately I've been having pains in my abdomen, like where your sternum is. And it's been so bad that it's affected my appetite. Because when you're sick, you don't feel like eating. Do you get what I mean? So I've been in a lot of pain. But in that, there's a silver lining, because, I was overweight, and I've lost. Last year, I was 106 kilos. Now, for my height, I shouldn't be that. Then when I went to the doctors just before Christmas, they said I was 86 kilos. Then, because I have to go for blood transfusions, and this is exchange transfusions, and basically they take my blood out and put new blood in, all right, because I've got sickle cell. And one appointment, I was 86. Then the next, which was a few weeks later, I was 82. And then 2 days later, when I came in for another exchange transfusion, I was 80. So I've lost a hell of a lot of weight. And I'm not going to lie, if the Lord didn't afflict me, I would not have been able to lose that weight naturally. So even though I was in pain and stuff, there's still a blessing. The Lord still blessed me. All right. Now this is Exodus chapter 15, verse 26. And said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, and will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians, for I am the Lord that healeth thee. See, so the Lord is saying, if you keep my commandments, you'll be blessed. All right. And literally, the Lord won't give us sicknesses and illnesses. But as you know, pursuant to Deuteronomy 28, all the curses, our people, instead of inherit the blessings, they inherit the curses because they didn't keep the law. Daniel 9:11 says, all Israel transgressed the law. So every single Israelite broke the laws of God at one point in your life.